Einen wunderschönen Sonntagvormittag hier auf der Austria Comic Con. Wir haben gestern schon einige wahnsinnig interessante Fragen von der lieben bei LING beantwortet bekommen, aber so viel kann ich schon verraten, es wird auch heute wieder wild. Deswegen, Ladies and Gentlemen, bei LING! Please have a seat. There is one thing that you told me. You'll be spending the next couple of days in Vienna as well. Is it your first time in Austria?
Yes, I'm very excited. So, where to go, what to see? Somebody show me around.
Yes, and the most important thing that you need to know about the people in Vienna is that we are very friendly, very nice people.
You sure?
And yes, I'm absolutely positive that I'm not completely lying right now. And maybe you need a few phrases and words to get around in Vienna.
Okay.
So let's maybe do a very small German class for by LING. So if you're in the subway, if there's people in the way, and you would like to say, "Dear fine sir or madam, could you possibly be so kind and move out of the way?" In German, that's a bit shorter. It says,
Ich liebe dich, get out of here.
Now, in Vienna you say, "Schleich die Geschissener."
Say it again.
Schleich die
Schneicheti,
Geschissener.
Chisel, cheese. Schneicheti, Chisela.
Very good, very good. So that's very important.
Schneicheti,
Yeah?
Chisela. Schneicheti, Chisela.
Thank you very much. I love you too. And,
That's cool.
and if you want to say good morning, that's also very easy. That's Arschloch.
Dankeschön.
Arschloch.
Krashno? Krashno.
No, just to make perfectly clear, these are very naughty things to say, and you should not do that. Schleich die Geschissener means piss off, and Arschloch means asshole. So no, asshole, Arschloch.
Oshnoff.
So please don't say these, but
Why you teach me that? Oshnoff. Oshnoff.
because I'm one of these. Exactly why. No, have a great time in Vienna, and please don't say these things. But maybe some schnitzel.
Fritzi? No. Fritzi?
Okay.
Oh, what's the chicken?
Yeah, but schnitzel.
Schnitzel. Schnitzel.
Yeah.
It's
That's
good.
right. But
Bad pizza.
let's go into something a little bit less. Well, no, I don't think that's less crazy than what we just did right now. Because when I talk to actors, what I always like to ask about is the obviously craziest project they have ever been involved in.
Obvious.
And
anything involved with violin is crazy.
yes, yes, but there is still one thing that really stands out. And the problem is you've done so many films that have not released over here, and this is one of them, and I just know the title of it, and I want to know everything about it. It's one movie where you're not only the main actress, you wrote the script, and I think it was the first time that you directed as well. And the title of the movie, does anyone know? Anyone have an idea which movie I'm talking about? It is called My Quarantine Romance with Toilet Paper.
Woo!
And just by this title, tell us everything about this film.
Thank you so much for mentioning. I forgot. Actually, during the COVID, right, it was the most difficult. So as an actress, I have no job. I try to drive to different places, have lunch, but still 12 o'clock, I have so many hours to go, I don't know what to do. And also, I was flying from Kazakhstan, and at that time was President Trump giving the order Friday, if you don't enter US, you cannot enter. I was in Kazakhstan. The Kazakhstan say, if you don't leave 6 p.m., you're going to stay here for 60 days. I was in trouble. I said, what am I going to do? I'm going to leave. So they sent me, and there's no flight from Germany, from whatever, through Germany, come back to US. And they canceled the European flight. So they flew me to Dubai from Kazakhstan. No, from Moscow, I waited for 6 hours to Dubai. Dubai 6 hours to take 16 hours back to US. When I get into US, just get out of the aircraft. There's a policeman, policewoman standing there say, ma'am, come with me. I was so scared. I said, what's going on? No question asked, just go. So I followed them. I said, I have a luggage there. I said, you just get it. So wait an hour. I was sitting scared. The big, tall police just stand there. Finally, my luggage, like this time, was still in Moscow. I didn't have it. I said, okay, what do you want me to do? They take me to the office. I was so tired. I said, can I sit? There's no sitting. And they said, why you go to Germany, Kazakhstan in such a short time? What you've been doing? I was so terrified. I gave them all the information. After 1 hour of interrogation, then both of them say, by the way, we're a big fan of you. I was like, I don't know how to respond, right? I said, you guys are just manipulating, kidding me? I was so disappointed. And I said, can I sit down? You can. And I said, what's going on? He said, there's no toilet paper, no food, because I live alone. I don't have nothing. And there's you're lucky you get a cab, no food. I was so scared. When I got home, I have a little roll of toilet paper. I went out every day. They said, you cannot go out. There's quarantine, everything. I drive all over. There's no toilet paper. Go to no egg, no nothing. So as I have no toilet paper, I cut in my socks, everything. I said, how am I going to go to toilet? No toilet paper. So I'm asking my friend. So funny. Normally, I don't talk to my friend online. I have a lot of fans, right? Finally, I'm getting online. I say, hello. Oh, Biden's here. Hello. They said, can I see you? I said, do you have a toilet paper? It's true, right? They said, yeah. I said, we meet in Beverly Hills in an Earth Cafe, 6 feet apart. They gave me toilet paper. It's like a mafia. They gave me toilet paper. I take selfie with them. I buy them coffee, it's like that. My friend is really so mean, like 1 hour, I drive 1 hour to get one toilet paper. I really don't have. I said, wow, this is interesting. I said, that's a good idea. I made a little short film. That's the idea. So the idea of my movie is Quarantine Romance with Toilet Paper. It's such a profound project. I produced, I write, I composed. I'm good at the music. So my fan was saying, Bai-Ling, you don't have money? You don't have a script? How the hell you make a movie? They said Steven Spielberg wouldn't do it. My answer was, because I am Bai-Ling. Because the universe is behind us. You really have to, a lot of people say, you have distributor all over. I said, don't ask me. You have to take one step at a time, the door will open. I said, will you already see your children go to university and you get pregnant? You don't. You just have to take a life that way. So I just so expensive. I think all my money acting earned every day, even the lunch so expensive. I have to cast I have a big stars. 2 big stars wants to do, but they're drunk, they couldn't show up. That's another story. But I cast really all cross of people. They come to give me toilet paper. 2 toilet paper for kiss, 3 toilet paper for a passionate kiss, 5 toilet paper for hand. 8 toilet paper for I make love. It's a comedy. It's basically about love stories, 13 guys and women come to visit me, exchange toilet paper. I was locked in the room, cannot go out. So that's the project. I'm so proud. I'm in the post-production. I already have a lot of distribution come to me. But the thing is, I don't want to just get there online and few days in the theater, it's gone. Because it's such a powerful, profound project. I'm still asking the universe to give me first the best way to release the film. Your love is about love. It's about when it's the last day you're on earth. At that time, COVID, what you're gonna do? What's most important? It's the loneliness. It's like we all looking for companionship. I want to turn that into a Broadway show. It's just one room, right? You go, it's like beginning, it's a love story. We're nice, I kiss you. Fuck, I kiss you, where's the toilet paper? Get out. No toilet paper. The next one, toilet paper, you got toilet paper? It's so funny. So I want to turn to a Broadway show, just one room, a bed change, different people come. It's hilarious. And in that, I just feel it's very, very expensive. A lot of guys come in, they want to give me money, but they want to change the script. I say, this is my baby, my passion project. So I can make a movie, you can too. It's the future film is all online, it's all how you think about it. So you just have to be brave. Thank you for asking that. That's something I'm very proud. My quarantine romance is toilet paper. Looking forward to it, to show to all of you. There's a song I share for the first time. If you give me all of a toilet paper, I'll be your wife. forever, forever. It's funny, right? It's a comedy. It's toilet paper. In the history of life, nobody ever worried about toilet paper. I have money, I couldn't buy toilet paper. I'm like, everywhere I go, I said, you have toilet paper, you have toilet paper. It's just so weird.
Thank you so much, I'm crying. I cannot ask anything else. Do you guys maybe have a question for BAI? Anyone want to follow this up? There is a microphone standing in the aisle, it's very lonely right now. Hat jemand eine Frage an die liebe BAI? Da steht ein Mikrofon in der Mitte und das gehört euch. Möchte jemand die Publikumsfragen eröffnen?
Question for me.
Not yet. Oh yes, there is someone. Bitte sehr.
Hi. I was curious, was it true that you could have been arrested during the challenge of Red Corner when you were driving the bicycle over the place, or was this just made up to increase sales?
Wow, that's such a question that I used to really afraid of answer. Because that was my first leading role opposite Richard Gere. I play a lawyer represented by the government, defend for Richard Gere's part, supposed to be against him. In the end, I found the truth. Basically, I under so much pressure from the government. That basically affect the judicial system of Chinese. At that time, I basically was on Larry King's show. Richard Gere, there's a White House guy, and me were on the show talking about politics and Tibet, all of that. But I'm not a politician, so I have no agenda. I said, I also, when I was 14, I was in the People's Liberation Army in Tibet as a soldier for 3 years. That was real. So I just have to say, I never heard of a Tibet. It's not part of China. Only when I left China. It's always part of China. So it's a different concept there. So for that movie, I'm very, very proud because the first time the movie revealed Chinese judicial system, I think the Chinese government not fond of how other people are explain or portray of the judicial system. I got into trouble, but I played such a loving character. So I told the Chinese government, I write so many apology letters. It was such a difficult time for me. I went there, booked hotel, Beijing hotel, wait for the government for a month to apologize. I write 12 apology letters. Because I said, I love my country. What did I do wrong? So, but it's like, I'm an actress, right? As director, producer, I'm just play beautiful Chinese lawyer. It's not anything thanks. It's covered here. She's really user intelligent. She's one of the most elegant and sophisticated character in Hollywood, leading lady role. So I was seeing a lot of trouble there. My basically up and down. I think I'm kind of used in different ways by whatever reason is, but I'm just an artist. I portray beautiful character I'm proud of. So it was real in trouble at that time, but now I'm good. Then they cast me in the #1 box office film in China, so now before, should I tell this? Maybe I should.
Yes, you should.
I always go to the embassy, right, trying to go back to China. I was scared at that time. I see my family. So I have my passport. Then my name actually in China, Chinese by LING, but actually in Chinese way should be LING by. So I go there, I say English. I said, my name's LING by. You, write your name in Chinese. I was like, okay, I write in Chinese. The door closed, and go back, say, your case, we have to report. You go home, we call you. It's so rude to me, I was so scared. I said, when? Then they call me back, had big meeting, and I was in tears. But I couldn't say anything because I want to go back that time, see my grandmother, my parents. I couldn't do anything. Then they said, you got to be careful. Finally, I went back. But then, a couple years later, I go to embassy, same thing, I get a passport. You, come to this room. I was so scared with government. I was in the room, I waiting. One by one, all the workers take off. Everybody. I was scared because it's in the room. I said, what about my visa? They gave it to me. So that's a big change. You just don't know. I was like so scared, but now I'm welcome there. So that's my little, I'm actress. I'm not politician. I'm not interested. It's too complicated for my comprehension. So that was something I'm learning. Sometimes you have a voice. So where you stand, what you represent, I'm still very much proud of. They said I should win Academy Award for Red Corner, the leading role. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Yes, actually, big thank you for mentioning Red Corner, because I also wanted to talk to you about that film, because it was groundbreaking in a way that it was the first 35mm authentic film material from Beijing ever included in a Hollywood production. So this was the first time the city was actually in the film, and this is something I've heard, you flew together with director John Avnet and co-producer Martin Huberty, you flew to Beijing to shoot the footage in Beijing without even without informing, without consent from the government, and you just went guerrilla style and shot the footage.
Well, I don't know how to answer, but I'm not a producer, I'm not a director, but I'm the actress who wants to shoot there, I go shoot there. So it was like, because I didn't really speak English, I was kind of confused, but in China I do speak English there. So it was such a surreal feeling, because you see the Red Corner, I was riding a bicycle along that TM square, all of that. My life's like very twisted sometimes. You know, I'm Chinese citizen. When the first time I become American citizen, because Chinese citizen possible you cannot travel. When I was you have to swear, right? In U.S. become U.S. citizen. You say we're gonna fight for U.S. Right? You swear. I was like, I don't know what to do because I am Chinese. It's like all this twisted. But if I have any power, I diminish the country, because country provide like boundaries, violence, ownership. I think we're all children living in this free world on earth. Why we have to divide it against each other, like now the war? I think human beings are greedy and they are twisted, because we just have to live in peace without all these boundary countries and these confusions of all these things are people living for their life to fight for something that we don't need to, our freedom, our right to live free life.
Yes, but what I found even more astounding is that most of the...
Good question, you scare me.
Good. No, that most of the footage from Beijing was still a reproduction of the city that was made near the Los Angeles International Airport. It was a 7-acre field turned into a city, including buildings, including, I've read, 300 bicycles, 15 cars, and manhole covers directly imported from China. So it must have been the most authentic reproduction and film set from a Chinese city ever. How did it feel for you to walk on this set and to see this?
Well, thank you for the question. It will make me want to cry. Because I grew up in China, and when they were shooting that movie, I did not really speak English. They were shooting build the set. I was sitting there. Everything, even the dust, felt like I was in China. Even the garbage can, everything they transferred to China. I was just sitting there, smelled air, and I feel like such a duty, heavy duty on my shoulder, because I'm playing this Chinese woman represent the government to find the truth, defend this Western guy. It's such a... I love China, I love my country, but there's a system, in any country system, always there's some errors, always something we cannot understand. It's really, really tough. But I was lucky that, you did great research, they brought all from China, shipped it. I was lucky that Richard Gere's great friend of mine, he from the beginning, I tell you the audition process. 3 months of auditioning. It's a torture. I did not speak English. They flew me from New York to LA auditioning. And I'm such a committed artist. First time I rent a car, I don't know how to drive. So I have to drive from my hotel to the office. I got there 3 hours early because I'm afraid I lost. I take one way slowly, I got there. I said, I'm sitting here, this building will not be disappeared, I am here. So I got in the office, I told the story to the director. They actually told me later they were so moved of my dedication. So when I got the role, they keep testing me and said, she has something very authentic, but it's her English. She doesn't understand any. Play a lawyer. How can you play a lawyer? You don't understand English. Of course, the audition, all over the world, all the actors you know, Asian actress or Asian-born actress. I was there keeping, I didn't have money. I have a little suit they bring to New York. They say we have a screen test for one night. They keep me for a week. When I'm sitting on the other side, they keep having different ladies audition. When you hear other people there, you just feel like so bad. Then finally, I was good. They keep keeping me there. In the end, basically, they have to fly me to Hong Kong to meet with Richard Gere. If he says no, I'm out because he's a star. We go to the Peninsula Hotel. They put me in a fancy hotel. I say, wow, Hollywood movie star live this lifestyle. So then next morning, we went to his penthouse. I was so nervous, waiting for him. He opened the door. Richard Gere, so charming. He said, is that beautiful, talented actress you? I said, huh? He just watched screen test, 3 actors, the final screen test. And he played piano, I play pipa, violin. We started talking about the portraits, and do put the poetry.
Poetry, yeah.
The people are write poetry, we talk about. He immediately so warm to me. They take pictures. Nervous because I couldn't understand anything. He just opened his heart to me from the first moment. So he loved my performance. Oh my God, there's no funny thing. While I was doing audition in the screen test, it's MGM, I have to meet with the executive producer. I don't have any dress, right? They take me to Bloomingdale, get me an Armani suit wearing it. I said, wow, this is nice. And I had a meeting with the executive producer. But they hide all the tack in my back, right? After that, I said, oh, I have it. They returned the suit. So I had a meeting. So finally, Richard Gere has to prove. And Richard Gere told me another funny story. When it's a pretty woman audition with Julia Roberts, right? Nobody knows Julia Roberts. And all these pretty girls, finally they're auditioning like me. Julia Roberts write a little note to him, please say yes. So he said yes. Otherwise, Julia Roberts wouldn't get, when they're on set, nobody take picture with Julia Roberts. He said, this is going to be a big star. So when we're having premiere of Red Corner, after finish, this lady tapped me. You did a great job. I turned over with Julia Roberts. I was like, wow. So when I got the role, when they direct 3 months of audition, 3 months later, I was so nervous that everybody test me. And all the people in Asia talking about. So if in the beginning you reject me, I'm okay. After 3 months, it's like you're holding on the string, going to drop you. How you take it? Finally, the director said, you got the role. You know my reaction? I was not jumping around, all of that. My tears just rolling in silence. And the director said, how you feel? I said, after all of this, you can send me to the mental hospital. That's literally how difficult was it. I was like, what the hell? But Richard Gere was every day he was there. He said, Bai-Ling, I want you to be good. He's so generous. He's a big star. A lot of stars, when you're shooting my close-up, he's not. He is there every second way. I was so lucky to have him as my friend.
Thank you so much. And
it's not easy, right, as an actress. I'm don't speak English. I'm blind and don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But you just... For me, I probably a lot of you are going to ask, how did I find my dream? I did not speak the language. I did not know Hollywood. Basically, I'm like a little girl, basically naked with barefoot, walking in the darkness. But you have faith. You have faith, and the moon appears, guide me. You just have all you have is a faith and pure heart guide you. You have to trust yourself. You have to believe that you are there for a reason. You have a gift to give.
Thank you. Sadly, we only have 42 seconds left for this panel, so there would be time for one more very quick question. Is there someone from the audience who would like to ask the last question of today's panel? No one. No, then, yes, please.
Hi, sorry. How was Taxi 3? How was the turnout for this one?
Oh, Taxi 3, the torture scene that you did.
Oh, I was so
Chinese.
good. That was another challenge. I think as a human, we only use probably 10 or 15% of our intelligence. I learned French. Even my friend, US friend who speaks French, he said, "Bailin, you're smart. You cannot learn in the period of time of leading lady everything French. I did not even know merci." I said, "No, I'm going to challenge it. I memorize every day, every day." First time I meet Luc Besson, I was like, he said, "Say something in French." He said, "What?" He said, we are French, you had to say it. I said, "No, I was everyday practice." When they flew me to France to audition, right? And audition with the French people, comedy with Samuel, all this big star. I was like, "Devine." So first thing, seducing him, I just didn't know French. After that, I ran, everybody laughed. I ran to the bathroom, I cried. Luke was knocking the door. He said, "What's going on?" I said, "I know I'm bad. Nobody understands. Just send me back to LA. I know I didn't get it." He said, "What are you talking about?" Because like your own insecurity. He said, "We love you." I said, "Why are you laughing?" He said, "Because you're funny." So by working hard, in the end, my French was so good. Je peux parler français, tu comprends? Je peux la français. Apprendre la français, c'est difficile et compliqué. Bisous, je t'aime. So, but if you work hard, you can do anything. Our mind, you can do anything. And the last, I know we don't have time. You can go to I am BAI Instagram. Also, I design my own clothes. It's fun. You have to do it. BAI Hollywood shop. You can buy all kinds of things, Chinese characters for men and women, big size, small size. So happy to meet all of you. I love all of you. Ich liebe dich. Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you so much. One last thing, I don't know if you were here yesterday, we have a cooperation with the wonderful Children Cancer Help and Research in Austria, and there is a tombola, there is a charity auction, and you can enter with tickets to win an exclusive portrait photo signed by LING. And it's an incredible photo, so if you want to join the booth, or you can buy the tickets right here if you want to join this. Thank you so much for coming to
Come to my table. Come
2024. And thanks again to BAI.
Thank you so much. Ich liebe dich.